Relegation looming fear fans as scary omen, hints Man United may have to prepare for championship after worst season. Amorim was slammed as a coward for one controversial decision. Manchester United fans have been left fearing they could be relegated after falling to a dismal defeat to Tottenham. James Maddison's first-half rebound was enough to separate the two teams as the Red Devils fell to 15th in the Premier League. The result has left Ruben Amorim's side 10 points above the relegation zone. But their 12th defeat from 25 league games has also highlighted a very bad omen for Manchester United. According to OptaJoe, the 12 defeats are the most from their first 25 matches of a league campaign since 1973. That season in the old First Division saw the tally stand at 13 defeats. And that season saw Manchester United relegated from the top flight. Reacting to the ominous figure, one fan said, "Relegation looming." A second said, "They're sure to be relegated this season as well." A third added, "Relegation Reds." Another said, "And so we should be. It has gone on for too many years, this. A name alone can't win the league. Yet many seem to think because we are Manchester United that we should. Glazers have killed the club year after year." A fifth joked, "They break records every season." Man United's plans for the game were hit by severe disruption as 6 stars ended up being ruled out, 4 through injury and 2 more through illness. Amorim ended up selecting 8 teenagers on the bench against Spurs, with 7 coming directly from the academy. However, he inexplicably made his one and only roll of the dice in injury time by bringing on Cheeto Obi for Casemiro. Fans labeled the 40-year-old a coward for the decision, with many believing the Carrington products could have offered more than some of the senior stars on the pitch. It was also a move which seemingly rejected the club's motto, youth, courage, and greatness. Meanwhile, Jamie Redknapp has warned Man United to expect another 18 months of pain as they need a full cultural reset. Antony equals last season's Man United goal tally in 4 games, with Real Betis as La Liga hails stunning volley. Antony scored yet again for lone club Real Betis, as he equaled last season's goal tally for Manchester United in just 4 games. The Brazilian winger joined his new Spanish club in January on a deal running until the summer. Antony had been frozen out at United by Ruben Amorim after struggling to fit into his 3-4-3 system, but the £90 million flop has hit the ground running in La Liga. Antony first bagged an assist just 14 minutes into his Betis debut. His performance earned a coveted Man of the Match award, and he followed that up with a goal in his second appearance under ex-Man City boss Manuel Pellegrini. Antony's second strike came playing for Betis in the Europa Conference League this week, and today saw him hit his 3rd goal for the Spaniards in their 3-0 La Liga win over Real Sociedad. Antony struck a sumptuous volley from the edge of the box to give his side a second-half lead. Antony was even hailed by La Liga's official X account, which posted, "Antony, what a player." Indeed, the forward now has as many goals in just 4 games for Betis as he managed throughout the whole of the 2023 campaign for United, and fans reckon the Red Devils could do with having Antony back right now. That's after they were beaten 1-0 by fellow strugglers Spurs, with Amorim having to name 8 kids on the bench due to injuries. One fan said, "Looks like United binned the wrong players." Match review. Tottenham 1-0 Manchester United. 3 key takeaways. Manchester United's trip to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium was supposed to be an opportunity to climb up to 12th in the Premier League table, but instead, it turned into another chapter of frustration and disappointment for Amorim's side. With a makeshift lineup and a tactical setup that raised eyebrows, United were once again left to rue individual errors and missed chances in a performance that highlighted the team's ongoing struggles. Here are 3 key takeaways from a match that left United fans with more questions than answers. 1. Andre Onana's decline continues to haunt United. Andre Onana's arrival at Old Trafford was met with optimism. The Cameroonian goalkeeper, known for his ball-playing ability and commanding presence, was seen as the perfect modern goalkeeper to fit Ten Hag's system. However, this season has been a stark contrast to those early expectations. Onana's decline has been one of the most concerning aspects of United's campaign. After a solid start, his form has plummeted, and his errors have become increasingly costly. Against Tottenham, he was once again at fault for the opening goal. A long-range effort from Spurs should have been dealt with comfortably, but Onana's weak parry fell straight into the path of James Maddison, who tapped home with ease. This isn't the first time Onana's mistakes have cost United points. His calamitous performance against Brighton earlier in the season was a low point, and his inability to command his area or instill confidence in his defense has become a recurring theme. With the summer transfer window looming, United now face a dilemma. Limited funds and multiple areas of the squad needing reinforcement mean that signing a new first-choice goalkeeper may not be straightforward. However, for many supporters, it has become an undeniable necessity. 2. Alejandro Garnacho's wastefulness in front of goal. Alejandro Garnacho burst onto the scene last season with his electrifying pace and fearless attacking play, earning him a reputation as one of United's most exciting young talents. However, this season has been a different story for the Argentine winger. Garnacho's form has deserted him at a time when United need him most. His last goal came in November against Bodo Glimt, and his drought in domestic competitions stretches even further back. Against Tottenham, he was handed 2 golden opportunities to make an impact, but failed to capitalize on either. The first came midway through the first half when he found himself in a prime position to equalize. With the goal at his mercy, Garnacho inexplicably blazed his effort over the bar. It was a moment that summed up his recent struggles in front of goal. Later in the second half, he was presented with another one-on-one chance, but again failed to convert. At just 20 years old, Garnacho's potential is undeniable, but United cannot afford to carry passengers in their quest for consistency. With Amad Diallo likely sidelined for the remainder of the season, Garnacho needs to rediscover his form quickly. His talent is evident, but talent alone isn't enough at a club of United's stature. 3. Joshua. Zirkzee's gradual improvement offers a glimmer of hope. Amid the gloom of another disappointing result, there was a small silver lining in the form of Joshua Zirkzee. The Dutch forward, who joined United in the summer, has had a mixed start to life at Old Trafford. However, against Tottenham, he showed signs of growing into his role and adapting to the demands of English football. Operating as one of the 2 number 10s behind Rasmus Højlund, Zirkzee displayed some neat touches and intelligent link-up play. He was United's most consistent attacking threat on the night, often dropping deep to collect the ball and driving forward with purpose. While he was guilty of a poor miss with an unmarked header, his overall performance was encouraging. Zirkzee's gradual improvement is a positive sign for United, especially given the injury crisis that has decimated their forward line. With limited options available, the 23-year-old now has the chance to stake his claim for a regular starting spot. His ability to adapt and grow in confidence could prove crucial as United look to salvage something from a turbulent season. A night to forget, but lessons to learn. Manchester United's defeat to Tottenham was a microcosm of their season so far, disjointed, error-prone, and lacking in cutting edge. While individual performances from the likes of Zirkzee offered a glimmer of hope, the broader issues within the squad were laid bare once again. Andre Onana's struggles, Garnacho's wastefulness, and the ongoing tactical inconsistencies are problems that Amorim must address if United are to turn their season around. The road ahead is fraught with challenges, but performances like this serve as a stark reminder of the work that still needs to be done. For now, The frustration continues, but the hope remains that brighter days are on the horizon. What did you make of United's performance against Tottenham? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below or on our social media channels. Gary Neville slams Manchester United's midfield chaos as United go behind. A tactical disaster class. Gary Neville, never one to mince his words, delivered a scathing assessment of Manchester United's midfield setup during their clash with Tottenham Hotspur on Sunday. The former United captain, now a prominent pundit, didn't hold back in his criticism of the team's structure, particularly focusing on the alarming gaps in midfield and the body language of current skipper Bruno Fernandes. Speaking during the first half of the match, Neville highlighted the glaring disconnect between Casemiro and Fernandes, describing the setup as absolute madness and a tactical failure that breaks all the rules in football. "Look at where Casemiro is and look at where Bruno Fernandes is," Neville exclaimed. "That cannot be right. It's madness. United may score goals today, but the structure of the team is awful. The gaps in that midfield between Casemiro and Fernandes are staggering. That's a tactic. Fernandes has been asked to come out to this side, but it isn't right." Neville's frustration was palpable as he dissected United's midfield woes. He pointed out that Casemiro, a player who has been a linchpin for United since his arrival, was left isolated and exposed due to the lack of support from his teammates. "He's struggling. He's getting on in his years, and to have him out there is tough enough in itself. But to leave him on his own? Look where Bruno is now. That's supposed to be a central midfield partner. Look at the space they can play through to Maddison or Dejan Kulusevski. It's a disaster." The tactical disarray Neville described was evident on the pitch as Tottenham capitalized on United's disjointed midfield. James Maddison handed Spurs an early lead after Andre Onana parried a shot straight into his path, allowing the England international to tap home with ease. United's midfield, stretched and disorganized, failed to provide the necessary cover or control, leaving the backline vulnerable to Tottenham's incisive attacks. Alejandro Garnacho came closest to equalizing for United in the first half, but his close-range effort sailed over the crossbar, summing up a frustrating afternoon for Erik Ten Hag's side. The lack of cohesion in midfield was a recurring theme throughout the match, with United struggling to maintain any semblance of control or rhythm. Neville's critique extended beyond the tactical setup, as he also took aim at Fernandes's body language during the first half. The Portuguese midfielder, often lauded for his passion and work rate, appeared visibly frustrated as United's game plan unraveled. Neville's comments suggested that Fernandes's demeanor reflected the broader issues within the team, a lack of unity and direction. "The body language of Bruno Fernandes tells you everything," Neville said. "He's out there trying to make things happen, but the system is working against him. When your captain looks that frustrated, you know something is seriously wrong." The match at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium was a stark reminder of the challenges facing Ten Hag as he looks to rebuild United into a cohesive, competitive unit. The midfield, often described as the engine room of any successful team, was anything but that on Sunday. Casemiro, a player renowned for his ability to break up play and dictate tempo, was left chasing shadows as Tottenham's dynamic duo of Maddison and Yves Bissouma dominated the center of the park. Neville's analysis will undoubtedly resonate with United fans, many of whom have grown increasingly frustrated with the team's inconsistent performances. The lack of balance in midfield, coupled with Fernandes's tactical indiscipline, has been a recurring issue this season, and Sunday's defeat only served to highlight the scale of the problem. As United look to regroup ahead of their next fixture, Amorim will need to address these tactical shortcomings if he is to restore confidence both on and off the pitch. The midfield conundrum, as highlighted by Neville, is just one piece of the puzzle, but it's a crucial one that could define United's season. For now, the Red Devils must lick their wounds and learn from their mistakes. As Neville so aptly put it, absolute madness cannot be allowed to become the norm at Old Trafford. Ruben Amorim provides fresh injury update on Kobbie Mainoo and Amad Diallo. Manchester United manager Ruben Amorim has confirmed that young midfielder Kobbie Mainoo is set for a spell on the sidelines after feeling something during training. Additionally, Amorim revealed that Amad Diallo will be unavailable for the remainder of the season, further compounding United's injury woes. The Red Devils have been hit hard by injuries in recent weeks, leading to a youthful substitutes bench with an average age of just 19 during their clash against Tottenham Hotspur. Speaking about the situation, Amorim explained, "Amad Diallo was alone. Manuel Ugarte was a kick. Toby Collier and Kobbie Mainoo felt something. It is what it is. But we have the kids, and they have the opportunity to be on the bench. It is a really hard season, and we have to deal with that." Injuries take their toll on United. Amad Diallo's absence is particularly significant, as the Ivorian winger has been a key figure under Amorim, starting 11 of his first 13 matches in charge. Losing such an influential player at this stage of the campaign is undoubtedly a blow to the team. However, Amorim remains pragmatic about the challenges posed by injuries. "I don't see it like that, as though the world is against us. There are seasons when everything happens at the same time. Maybe we will find new ways to create situations," he stated. Despite the setbacks, Amorim expressed confidence in the club's younger players stepping up when called upon. He highlighted their potential to turn adversity into opportunity. "We have kids with less responsibility, less weight on their shoulders. They are good players. If needed, we will put the kids to play, and maybe we will find good things in this moment. It is a very good moment in their lives, no matter the moment of our club." A testing season for Manchester United. The ongoing injury crisis has placed additional strain on Manchester United during what has already been a demanding season. Yet, Amorim remains determined to push forward and maintain focus on winning matches. "We are ready to try to win this game. We want to win this game. We need to win this game." Postecoglou also expressed optimism about his team's ability to play their preferred style of high-tempo football now that they have more experienced options available. "For the first time in a long time, we have good options off the bench to help us do that." Looking ahead. As Manchester United prepare for their upcoming fixtures, they face an uphill battle with an injury-depleted squad. However, Ruben Amorim's belief in his young players could serve as a silver lining during these challenging times. The manager's resolve and adaptability will be crucial as United navigate this difficult phase of their campaign. Meanwhile, Tottenham's improving squad depth could make them formidable opponents as both teams look to secure vital points in their respective battles this season. Ruben Amorim confirms Amad's season-ending injury. Manchester United's attacking crisis deepens. In a devastating blow to Manchester United's already faltering season, head coach Ruben Amorim has confirmed that Amad Diallo is likely to miss the remainder of the campaign due to an ankle injury sustained in training. The Ivorian winger, who has been United's standout performer this season, suffered the setback ahead of their Premier League clash with Tottenham Hotspur, leaving the Red Devils' attacking options severely depleted. Amad took to Instagram on Saturday evening to share the news, writing, "I expect to be out for some time." His absence is a significant setback for Amorim, who has relied heavily on the 22-year-old's creativity and goal-scoring prowess since taking charge in November. Amad's rise and the impact of his absence. Amad's emergence as a key player has been one of the few bright spots in an otherwise dismal season for United. The winger, who spent the 2022-23 campaign on loan at Sunderland, has flourished under Amorim, contributing 6 goals and 5 assists in all competitions. His ability to unlock defenses, combined with his composure in front of goal, has made him indispensable to the team. However, with Ahmad now sidelined, United's attacking options look increasingly threadbare. The likes of Marcus Rashford, Antony, and Alejandro Garnacho have struggled for consistency this season, leaving Amorim with limited alternatives. The Portuguese coach acknowledged the challenge ahead, telling Sky Sports, "I think so, yes, Ahmad will miss the rest of the season. I don't see it like that, the world being against us. There are seasons when everything happens at the same time. Maybe we will find new ways to create situations." A squad stretched to its limits. Ahmad's injury is just the latest in a series of setbacks for United, who are already without several key players due to illness and injury. Midfielders Manuel Ugarte, Kobbie Mainoo, and Toby Collier are all unavailable, while Christian Eriksen's absence further compounds the crisis. Amorim addressed the situation, stating, "Ahmad was alone, Ugarte was a kick. Toby and Kobbie felt something. It is what it is, but we have the kids, and they have the opportunity to be on the bench. It is a really hard season, and we have to deal with that." The absence of so many first-team players has forced Amorim to turn to the club's academy for reinforcements. Youngsters like Chido Obi, Sekou Kone, and Harry Amas have been called up to the senior squad, offering a glimmer of hope amid the gloom. The silver lining: a chance for youth to shine. While the loss of Ahmad is a significant blow, it also presents an opportunity for United's young talents to step up and make their mark. Amorim has shown a willingness to blood academy players, and the current crisis could accelerate the development of the next generation. We have kids with less responsibility, less weight on their shoulders. They are good players. If needed, we will put the kids to play, and maybe we will find good things in this moment," Amorim said. "It is a very good moment in their lives, no matter the moment of our club. We are ready to try to win this game. We want to win this game. We need to win this game. Whatever happens in the end, it is my responsibility." The bigger picture. A season in turmoil. Ahmad's injury is emblematic of a season that has been plagued by setbacks and underperformance. United's hopes of securing a top-4 finish in the Premier League are all but over, and their Europa League campaign hangs in the balance. With the FA Cup representing their last realistic chance of silverware, the pressure is mounting on Amorim to deliver results. The absence of key players like Ahmad, Lisandro Martinez, and others has exposed the lack of depth in United's squad, raising questions about the club's recruitment strategy and long-term planning. As the season enters its final months, the focus will be on salvaging pride and laying the foundations for a brighter future. Conclusion: a test of character. Ahmad's injury is a bitter blow for Manchester United, but it also presents an opportunity for others to step up and prove. Manchester United keen on summer transfer for 23-goal striker along with Arsenal. United are keen on Atalanta striker Matteo Retegui ahead of the summer, according to Caught Offside. Fellow top-flight side Arsenal have also been mentioned as a potential suitor as they chase down Liverpool at the top of the table. Retegui, 25, has been in fine form so far in this campaign and appears to be a man in demand now. He has scored 23 goals in 34 games in all competitions, 20 of which have come in Serie A, and has caught the eye. It has been well documented how much Mikel Arteta's Arsenal need a new option in attack so they could provide some strong competition for United. He has proved he can score goals for fun over in Italy and may want to test himself in England now. Retegui, 25, has been in fine form so far in this campaign and appears to be a man in demand now. He has scored 23 goals in 34 games in all competitions, 20 of which have come in Serie A, and has caught the eye. It has been well documented how much Mikel Arteta's Arsenal need a new option in attack so they could provide some strong competition for United. He has proved he can score goals for fun over in Italy and may want to test himself